Hi, I'm Ken LaSalle, and welcome to Author's Note.
If you've seen a video or two on this channel, you've probably seen me plug a few of my books at the end, or the beginning, or middle, or all the way through the video. Because no matter if I'm out hiking, or if I'm just blathering on about some philosophical idea, I'm an author, and this is an author's channel. So I figured it was about time I started talking like one.
This is Cha-Cha. She had to join us. So, every few months I'm going to be stopping by with a few words, an author's note, if you will, hello, about what's on the horizon, what's coming up in my writing career, and what new titles you can expect coming soon.
For the past couple of years, I've been releasing one nonfiction title after another. I released Dynamic Pluralism, A Revolution in Ethics. I released False Starts, my book about growing up in the 70s. Recently, I even released Illumination, an easy-to-understand method for finding enlightenment.
But I haven't released a new novel since Once Removed, which came out about a year or so ago. I've been looking for just the right publisher. Until now, at least. Because one of the purposes of this video is to launch the next phase in my career as an independent novelist. That's right. While I've enjoyed working with several publishers, I've decided the time has come to put my money where my mouth is and release my books my way. From the fantasy espionage mashup of Max Dedge to a re-release of Heaven Enough. And that means sequels to Heaven Enough as well. But I'm going to start this with a new series I'm calling Work of Art. Work of Art is a series of books about growing into the kind of person you've always wanted to be. It's about making the most of what you have to give and not just what you have. It all begins with Andy Hollis, a new art instructor at Santa Ana High School.
Santa Ana High School is a real place, but the troubles Andy Hollis runs into are unbelievable.
In book one, for instance, titled Joseph's Flowers, Andy Hollis runs into Joseph Arillo, a young painter who will do anything to be a real artist, even if it means covering this entire parking lot with flowers. Yep, this is a real place too. Those of you who have read my work probably know I like to ground my stories in real places with real people you might have met. That way, when things go really awry, you have something real to hold on to. Work of Art, Joseph's Flowers, is just the first book in a 5-book series of commercial literary fiction with some elements of young adult novels. It's not just about kids, but rather it's about adults trying to navigate their way through a world that kids know a little bit better. Each book follows a different student in Andy Hollis's class, as Andy Hollis tries to make a new life for himself at Santa Ana High. Work of Art will be coming in October in ebook, paperback, and audiobook.
And what am I working on right now? Right now, I'm writing another title called Little Mike. Little Mike is about as different from Joseph's Flowers as you can get. Imagine our world about 100 years from now, after climate change really becomes a thing, and we also have to deal with industrial poisons, failed monocultures, centuries of toxic spills, the death of the bees, the death of the oceans, the nuclear waste nobody ever took responsibility for, the end of antibiotics, and so on. Things aren't great for anyone, and Little Mike is a doll delivered to our protagonist, a harbinger of far more dangerous times to come.
I took notes on Little Mike for over a year until I knew I was ready to, what's the phrase now? To set pen to paper? Or is it finger to keyboard? Well, anyway, until I knew I was ready. Because Little Mike is part dystopian adventure, part horror novel, part really fucked up story. Which makes it, and I tell you this more as a warning than anything else, the ultimate Ken LaSalle novel. you should be seeing Little Mike coming out sometime next year. And there's so much more great stuff on the horizon. I wish I could share it all with you right now. But I'll be back in a few months. Yeah, my script's over there. I'll be back in a few months with another author's note. Hello. And to let you know how life as an independent author is treating me. If I have your support and your support, I'm sure things will turn out great. Thank you for stopping by for this inaugural edition of Author's Note. And I hope to see you at kenlasalle.com, Amazon, iTunes, Audible, and around the web.